was too afraid of being sent back. Until the day he raped me after giving me drugs.
This is Grace. She doesn't have enough money to support her family, so she decided to work in Hong Kong. Before going, she needs to sign a contract with an employment agency to get her a job. What she doesn't know is that the contract obligates her to pay a monthly fee of 3,000 Hong Kong dollars, which includes mandatory training fees and health checkups. To put this into perspective, she only earns a minimum wage of 4,010 Hong Kong dollars per month, so she only has 24 Hong Kong dollars a day to spend on food, transportation, and other personal expenses. When she arrives at Hong Kong, the employment agency takes away her passport, bank account, and employment contract. She is so busy with cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the baby that she only has 8 hours of free time every week. Grace is buried in debt. If she doesn't pay the monthly fee owed to the employment agency via 7-Eleven, she could face a ridiculous 66% interest rate, which is actually above the legal limit rate. Domestic workers are unable to sue their employers because they are not allowed to work during a pending court case, which usually lasts for 8 months. If they prematurely terminate a contract with an abusive employer, they have to find a job within 2 weeks or else they will be deported. As a Hong Kong citizen, we care about the international image of our city. Do you really want Hong Kong to be buried in a stack of newspaper articles about racism, physical abuse, and violation of basic human rights? Do you really want Hong Kong to be known as the city of slavery? If you're employing a domestic helper, you are a contributor to this dysfunctional economy. You are just as guilty. We now focus on how to eliminate the illegal or unethical part of the agency fees charged to the helpers. Apart from the commonly proposed solutions regarding the amendment or compliance of laws, we have come up with 2 new solutions. One, to align the interests of different parties so that their power can be aggregated. 2, to increase the level of expertise and willingness of certain parties. First of all, the Hong Kong government should set up a benchmark for the training fees charged at helpers. The benchmark is based on the current market price and will be updated quarterly. This can help standardize the fees in a previously unregulated market. Next, households need to be certified in order to have the right to hire a foreign domestic worker. In order to be certified, each household is required to make a semi-annual payment equivalent to 5% of benchmark per month per hire. The rate will be reduced to 3% after 18 months. The collected payments go to the Fair Employment Fund for foreign domestic workers in Hong Kong. The fund gives out loans to the helpers at a 20% discount off the current market rate. It also covers 15% of the training fee for each new helper, and earlier helpers will be granted equivalent credit where they make their first loan at the fund. Hong Kong government should establish an independent non-profit rating commission under the Legislative Council to regulate placement agencies. The agency rating system will rate the placement and training agencies into 3 levels: recommended, normal, and not recommended, based on 3 criteria: level of training fee, number of complaints, and reputation. The rating is updated semi-annually and the information is disclosed to the public. Since certified employers are liable for the domestic workers they hire, they will prefer to use the service of a highly rated placement agency. Consequently, employers will push the agency fees to a fair level of amount with more forceful intervention. With more transparency and public awareness, agencies with low ratings will be eliminated by market mechanism. Demand for helpers gradually decreases and supply continues to increase. Fiercer competition for the limited available spaces will enhance the quality of helpers. The turnover rate of helpers will reduce, meaning less profit for the irresponsible agencies to gain and more of them will be weeded out. If you do not hire a helper at home, there will be no cost to you. However, you will have better knowledge of the social issue and become the citizen of an even better Hong Kong under the rule of law. If you do hire a helper at home, the certification will not be a big deal. You will no longer be a contributor to this economy of slavery, but instead be a morally righteous individual who offers help to those who need it. We think that our two proposals can help solve the problem faced by domestic workers who need your support in order to make this work.